Hi, I'm Joseph, and I want to tell you my incredible story. When I was young, my father, Jacob, gave me a very special gift, a coat full of bright, beautiful colors. It made me feel so loved. But my brothers became very jealous. They thought our father loved me more than them, and that made them angry at me. One day, while we were taking care of the sheep, my brothers did something terrible. They took my colorful coat, threw me into an empty well, and when some merchants passed by, they sold me as a slave. I couldn't believe it. I was taken far away from my home, all the way to Egypt. I was scared and sad, but deep in my heart, I knew God was with me, even in that hard moment. In Egypt, I was sold to a man named Potiphar. I worked very hard in his house and always tried to do the right thing. But one day, I was blamed for something I didn't do, and I was thrown into prison. It felt like everything was going wrong, but I didn't lose hope. I knew God had a plan for me. In prison, I met two men who used to work for Pharaoh. Both of them had strange dreams, and God helped me understand what they meant. One of the men returned to work for Pharaoh, and later, when Pharaoh himself had a dream no one could explain, that man remembered me. Pharaoh called for me, and with God's help, I told him what his dream meant. There would be 7 years of plenty followed by 7 years of famine. I told Pharaoh he should save food during the good years to prepare for the bad ones. Pharaoh was so impressed that he made me the governor of Egypt, in charge of the entire land. When the famine came, people from all over came to Egypt to buy food, including my brothers. At first, they didn't recognize me. But after some time, I told them who I was. They were afraid I would punish them for what they did to me, but I forgave them. I told them, "Don't be afraid. Even though you planned to hurt me, God used it for good to save many lives." And that's how my life changed, from being a slave to becoming a governor. I learned that even when things seem hard or unfair, God always has a perfect plan. We just need to trust Him and never lose faith. That's my story, and I hope it reminds you that no matter how difficult life gets, God is always working for something good. Trust Him, and amazing things can happen.